This meeting is being recorded.
Hello.
All right. Well, good evening. We are so excited for you to be here tonight. Nicole is going to share with us about heart opening using essential oils. And I'm Julie Scott, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to share about essential oils with you. And with that, Nicole, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so tonight we're going to be learning how to use essential oils for heart opening. The info I'll be sharing is from the Essential Emotions Guidebook, which is an amazing tool for teaching you how to navigate emotional support using essential oils. I'll actually show it on the next slide, a little picture of it. So it's in the bottom corner there. That's the Essential Emotions book. I think they're selling it on their website for $16 now, but it's just a really good tool to have to search which oil, and then it tells you kind of the emotion behind it. The oils we'll be talking about today are listed here. If you have any of them, feel free to grab them. Otherwise, no worries at all. I'll be applying for the group, so don't worry about grabbing them just unless you have them. I will be holding space for the group, so feel free to journal and follow along if anything comes up for you. So we have cilantro first, which is the oil of releasing control. We have bergamot, which is the oil of self-acceptance. Lavender is the oil of communication and calming. Frankincense is the oil of truth, and rose is the oil of divine love. First off, cilantro, it helps us get into a space of surrender, and it just helps us surrender to the process of heart opening. We've all been hurt in one way or another, and sometimes we just need help releasing our protection or control around our heart space. So we're gonna apply, if you have them, great. If not, I'll apply for the group. We're just gonna apply 1 drop to the solar plexus, which is your upper stomach. Feel free to dilute these with any carrier oils, coconut oil. You can also use any of the roller bottles, the touch bottles, for any of the oils as well. If this oil brings up any discomfort for you, it should be very brief. Sometimes when we have such a firm grip on the way things should be, it can bring up some unpleasant sensations or emotions. We'll help soothe these as the heart opening process continues. Okay, so cilantro facilitates a detoxification of negative emotion and debris. It can also help take some of the weight off when we are working on releasing issues or traumas that we may have stored in our body, heart, and soul. So again, it can bring up some of those emotions, but if it should only last a few minutes, and we're going to use some other oils that will help calm that down. Our next oil is bergamot, and bergamot can help us bring us into a space where there's hope to continue opening our hearts, showing us that we are lovable and we are good enough to do this process and to treat ourselves to this, just feeling the openness and being able to love unconditionally, not only ourselves, but others. And I'm going to put 1 drop in on my third eye, which is just between the eyebrows. You can just rub a little bit in if you have it, otherwise, no worries. Bergamot can help relieve feelings of despair, self-judgment, and low self-esteem. It can also support you when you are needing self-love or acceptance, which is so important for opening the heart space, because again, if we're not loving on ourselves, it's really hard for us to pour from an empty cup. So this helps kind of nourish that part of us. All right, next we have lavender, which is going to help us stop hiding and blocking our true selves. We're not fully able to open and pour out love if we're hiding pieces of ourselves that are trying to come out. So we're going to put 1 drop on the crown chakra, which is right on the top of the head. I just kind of move some hair and put it on. And then also put a little bit on your throat chakra, or I'll do it for us. Just right on the throat, and that's going to help with that opening communication, that honest truth that we need to release. Okay, lavender can help with verbal expression and help calm the mind. it can hold space for us to work through insecurities that are felt when we bring up true feelings and emotions, thoughts and feelings that we may be having. And I will add about lavender that if you are a highly sensitive person or an empath, lavender may wake up your communication center instead of calming it. So if that's you, or you think you may be highly sensitive or empath, I would avoid using it before bed, maybe up to 2 hours before you go to bed, because when you wake up that communication center, it can really bring up things in your life that you're like, okay, I need to address this. This is an issue I need to go over. Or now that you're trying to speak truth, you're like, okay, I need to say this, this, and this to this person. And it can do the opposite of calming the mind if you are an empath or highly sensitive. So I personally struggle with that. There's not a super high percentage of empaths. I don't know the exact number, but it is not super likely, but it is an option. So just be aware of that. Okay, so next we have frankincense. It's one of my absolute favorite oils. It's going to help us connect on a spiritual level. Frankincense is going to reveal to us deceptions or false truths that we may have been telling ourselves to keep our hearts closed off. So I'm just going to apply 1 drop of this to the back of my neck. Frankincense gently nudges you to go off, get rid of those lower vibrations and the lies and deceptions and negativity that you might be harboring. I tend to do 1 drop of this under my tongue every morning. It's really just grounding and a powerful oil. It's very protective too. I feel it kind of helps you as you are opening these more intimate and vulnerable spaces while you're going through this process. Okay, and then we have rose. Rose is going to fully bring out these emotions of love and compassion, allowing us to fully receive the divine love that we all deserve to receive and to give. We're going to put 1 drop, or if you have the touch, that's fine too. Otherwise, I'll apply it for us over the heart chakras, which is just right between the breasts and up on your chest if you feel like it, just kind of all over. It's such a soothing and nourishing oil. It's going to really help to bring all this in. So we're going to nurture all those things we stirred up and confirm the healing and opening that rose can provide. It's super cool to me. I just found this out today, actually, that rose has the highest vibration of any oil on the planet. And it's such a powerful heart healer. So I think I don't use this as much as I should. So I'm going to start using that daily, I think, over my heart space. And it can also really help connect us with divine love and teach us how to have divine grace with ourselves during the healing process. And also, I feel that once you kind of heal that for yourself and you're able to show yourself that divine grace, it's so much easier to pour out divine grace to others. Okay, so everybody take a deep breath. I am going to open the space. Julie, if you want, I've got my screen open. So I was just, if anybody has any feelings, thoughts, questions about anything that may have come up, or any questions about the oils so far, or want to touch on any of those, feel free to either unmute yourself or type it in the chat, and I'll kind of let you read them, Julie, if you don't mind.
Love to do that, Nicole. Definitely hit on some of my favorite oils tonight, and even sometimes hit on a couple different things that I just kind of forgot about too. So it's always a good review. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're following along with this, just remember to also be gentle with yourself the next 2 to 3 days. Emotions may still come up, and you may still process some things that might have gotten stirred around. If you have frankincense, that's great to use daily for that grounding and protection. Otherwise, we're always available to if you have any questions.
Well, Sherry just said, I love frankincense, and add it with her moisturizer.
Awesome. yeah, she texted me that she's been using it every day on her face with her moisturizer, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those that I love to use on a daily basis on my face as well. But I use that Immortelle serum, and then I also use the Immortelle roller. I'll use the roller before I go to bed at night, and it just kind of work it around my eyes. Sometimes it gets in my eyes, but that's okay because I'm going to sleep. And I know that it's going to be very helpful with supporting my skin while I'm sleeping at night. So I just love our facial skincare line because it has a lot of these oils that you're talking about in those products.
Yes, and they're also yummy too. Okay, so I'll touch on the Valentine's BOGO flash sale that's going on today and tomorrow. If you purchase a rose touch, you'll receive a jasmine for free. I'll touch a little bit on the emotional side of jasmine in the next slide, but these two oils are amazing to have on hand for emotional support, and also, like Julie was saying, facial care routine and many other purposes for those. So the promo is buy the rose touch. If you are a member, you can do the wholesale price, which is $70, and then you'll get the jasmine roll-on for free. So you're saving $42 doing it that way, and it's only today and tomorrow. So if you're watching this past February 16th, then these aren't available anymore. So just to touch on jasmine, it's the oil of sexual purity and balance. So it nurtures healthy sexuality, and it can gently facilitate the healing process around this area if there's any trauma or baggage or like stagnant energy. It can also arouse dormant passions. This can be sexual passions or anything else in life, such as career, family, relationships, just helping you to regain interest again in those areas. I've been using it when I get stagnant in my business, doing Reiki or serving people in that way. If I'm feeling kind of stuck or lack of passion, I use that on my heart space and sometimes my crown chakra. It's really yummy. And again, all the oils that we went over today have so many other benefits and uses. I just wanted to stick with the emotional side of things since we're doing the heart opening tonight, since it's Valentine's yesterday. But feel free to reach out if you guys have any other questions on any of these or any other oils. And then we also wanted to just throw it out there that if there's any other topics that you would like to cover or specific oils you would like to learn more about, we can do a class or a Zoom call on those. Just reach out to Julie or I, and we'd be happy to put together a class to go over anything in the future for that. So that is all I have. I'll go ahead and stop sharing, and then if there's anything else you wanted to add, Julie.
Trying to unmute myself. So if anything, I would love to also share that the jasmine oil also comes in another form. So doTERRA, I'm going to go ahead and stop share. Nicole?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
There you go.
So basically they have the jasmine oil as the roll-on that we have is actually made with an absolute, but doTERRA is exclusive. They have the jasmine oil distilled pure, and it's pretty expensive, but the perfume industry seeks out the use of jasmine oil for their perfumes, and they can't get it this way either. So to have something like jasmine as a medicinal form to enjoy the scent of, but it also really opens up the aspect of creativity in us. So creation, the oil of sexuality is also about creation. So it just really helps to open up your mind and really like you were talking, Nicole, supporting us in that space of passion, those passions that we have and what are really fulfilling in our purpose of life. So thank you so much. That was really the only thing I had to add on as far as what you were talking about, because you have some wonderful content with what you covered tonight. Did you have any other
Awesome.
final thoughts?
No, well, I guess I will touch on, I remember you gave me a little sample before they started offering the Jasmine Absolute, and I still have it. And there's just a little bit left because I'm sure some of it's evaporated, but I just remember when you smell it, it like gives you tingles. It's like a euphoric feeling almost. It's bizarre because it's just such a pure scent. It's amazing. So thank you for touching on that. I completely forgot that was even an option.
I know. And even though if you miss the sale, the oils, the touch roll-ons will still be available. You just will miss out on that opportunity of getting that BOGO with the Jasmine. However, if you go into the special, I think it's the specials, you can find the Jasmine oil there. It is over $200 for a 2.5 milliliter bottle, but you won't find that anywhere else. So it's pretty amazing. So $42 roll-on touch to get for free is another really great opportunity to experience Jasmine.
Definitely.
So, yeah, so we are always teaching classes once a month. We are so glad that you are here to learn more about how to use essential oils. We really love the opportunity to connect with you and share this incredible resource. We are so glad to have Sherry on tonight, and look forward to seeing you the next time we have class. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right, I'm going to stop.